Guys, I'm so excited. Two months. I did it. It's 2 months now since I had these braid locks changed to Microlocs, but 5 months in total since I started the whole lock journey. So I'm so excited to bring this review to you guys. I'm so thankful to God for the grace to really be able to enjoy this hair up till this moment. I can report that the hair still feels amazing to have. I don't feel like I'm going to take it down. I think this is going to be for keeps. I have really enjoyed looking after my scalp. You know, a few months ago I told you guys about the itchiness and dandruff. That's all gone now. I don't have any itchiness. I have no dandruff anymore. I've only been spraying my hair with water mixed with the 2 essential oils that I told you about, which were the peppermint oil and the tea tree oil. In terms of interlocking, retightening, that's the word I'm looking for. I've still carried on retightening the hair. I was hoping to go every 6 weeks before a retighten, but what I found was that after 4 weeks, I had lots of undergrowth. The first time I had the undergrowth, the way the hair was installed, because that was after the braidlock, the tiny little braidlock installation. But the subsequent 4 weeks elapsed and I still had as much undergrowth. So no, it's my hair. My hair is really growing and I'm very thankful to God. Also, I said I will do a close. I hope you're able to see the strands. I've just freshly retightened this hair. It was just retightened like last night. As you can see, they really look good. Do you know, I noticed something about the hair. I don't know if it's just me, or you see the squares. When I first made them, the squares looked even smaller, but I feel like it's bulking up a little bit at the base. I'm always very careful about how the roots are pulled when being retightened. I don't like them being yanked, like snapped. No, so I always advise the person who assists me not to snap the hair, but to just try and separate it very gently. And I don't know if that will help with time in terms of keeping the lock rich and fluffy. Also, after the hair wash, because as I said, I wash my hair bi-weekly. After each hair wash, I always make sure that I separate each of the hair strands. I thought it would be a good idea to also answer one of the questions that I found here on YouTube. There was a lady who did a video and she wondered whether having tiny microlocks would mean that your hair would be so tangled at the bottom and be counterproductive. She also likened having the little microlocks to maybe having your loose natural hair, because the strands are so small and so fine. Though my strands are not anywhere as tiny as some of the ones I've seen on YouTube, but they are quite small. They take a very long time to retighten. And in answering that question, I will say no, that's not the case. As long as after each wash you separate the roots, then you should be fine. Because I noticed that the first time I did my wash and I didn't separate the roots, I just washed my hair, rinsed it and dried it up. I noticed that when I ran my fingers through my hair, that I had like sections that were going together. So in order to avert that happening in the future, what I did was, after the following wash, I just sat down, took my time, oiled my hair properly and really separated them. It didn't take long to do. It was just as simple as running my hand through my hair and just using my fingers to just do that on each strand, like just make sure each strand was on its own like that. So that's what I did all through. I would say that I've got more used to my look with the hair, which I'm going to show you. This is the look I normally go for most times. I just tie it and at the back and just pin it. I've just got 2 bobby pins, one on either side, holding the hair like that. So the reason why I have that at the moment is, like I said, I've just retightened the hair, but we still have a few at the back to do, but it's not the end of the world. We'll do that before the end of the week. So I wanted to just come and show you. I'm not sure if the lighting is good. You know, I did promise myself to have proper lighting next time I was gonna do a video, and I think I've gawked on that one. I'm sorry. So I'll just try and see if you can see. If I watch the video back and it's not clear, what I would do is that I would, let's just open each one. I would take photographs, like close-up shots, to show you guys. But I think you can get a sense of what I've got going on here. You see, there's nothing like a good retighten. Like, your head is just shiny, you know. So I think that the lines are really good. I am really enjoying my hair. There is no stress at all. I talked about how stressful it was retightening the hair, and how it was so not low maintenance in terms of the time it took. So lucky for me, a family member assists me with retightening my hair. So what we do, see, the back's not all fully retightened, so it might not be as shiny as the front was. Let me turn around so you can see. Yeah. So what we've been doing is taking it in bits. So I don't sit down for tons and tons of hours. So we just do like 3 hours a day. Section it off. Next day we do another 3 hours. Section it off. And then that's how we've been going. And oh, that'd be a shame, wouldn't it? So this is what the back looks like. You really take your time to oil your hair generously when it's wet. I normally use almond oil. I don't use more than almond oil on my hair. No creams, no conditioner, nothing. So I just wash it with, just shampoo it, rinse it thoroughly, like thoroughly rinse it, and then oil it. I oil it after washing. Then what I also do is every couple of days, maybe every 4 days, because now my hair is so moist, I don't want to even disturb the hair. I just spray it with that water solution I told you, water and the oils. And when it's just slightly damp, I put a bit of oil. Then I like to put oil on the ends of the hair. I just like that feel, that look. Not too shiny, but not totally dry. And then most times I like to leave the hair like this, you know, just pin it like this. It's really been good this past month. This is the 2nd month lock update. As you can see, the hair looks good. The hair is thriving. The owner of the hair is happy, you know. So far so good. I have never ever gotten to 3 months with any lock I've done. Every other type of dreadlocks I've done has failed. So just saying that if you're out there trying to have your braidlocks, dreadlocks, whatever locks you have, and you feel like you don't like the size you've got, quit, start again. Don't just stress, just start again. Because the number of times I've had to restart my dreadlocks, the number of people who have laughed at me and called me inconsistent, well, I always say to them, since I'm inconsistent, that means I'm consistent at being inconsistent, if that makes sense. So at least while you're consistent at whatever you do, I am consistent at being inconsistent. So here we go. We are all consistent somehow. So don't worry about what anyone says, because when I think about how happy this hair makes me feel every single day, I'm just thankful to God that I listen to myself, not anyone else. So they would do a big one, a small one, a fat one, whatever, and I would be like, doesn't feel right, I take it down. Doesn't look right, I take it down. I do 2-strand twist, the thing's unraveling, I take it down. People around me laugh at me. I don't care. Don't care. Just do you. Yeah, now I finally worked my way to this size of hair, because every time I took my hair down, I was always on YouTube listening to girls like me struggling with their hair, some happy, some sad, some taking down their locks after a couple of years, listening to their stories, their journeys, you know, sharing their vulnerabilities, learning from them, being humble enough to accept that I wasn't doing all right with my locks and I wanted something different. And in the end, I got this. You know, sometimes, like I said, I don't know if I've shared that video by now. It doesn't matter how many times you fail, you know, just keep trying, keep going. It doesn't matter if your name is the girl who only carries locks for 2 months before unlocking, whatever that means. It doesn't matter. People are going to talk. People are going to say, have an opinion. Just do you. I feel so happy today about my hair, the size, the compliments I get. Like I always say, we don't do these things for compliments, but sometimes as a human being, you know, it does count. I was listening to one of the lecturers at my uni give a talk the other day, and I thought it was really good what she said. There's a saying that you don't really need the society to be who you are. But then again, you feel some substance in yourself because of how society perceives you. So as much as we feel that we don't need anybody's validation, and rightly so, still, when people validate us in some way, be it through compliments or through comments, it does have an impact on us as human beings. So we will never ever be ignorant of those feelings we experience when people say things to us, about us, with us, however those things come into our sphere of consciousness. So yeah, it makes us feel good about ourselves, even though we don't dwell on it and seek it. Spend our time seeking those comments to come to us. So I'm really, really grateful to God for this hair, for giving me this hair. You know, so much hair on my head. For once in my life, I'm thankful to him without any complaints whatsoever. So I hope to catch you again in my 3-month lock update. I can't even believe I said that. That will be 6 months in the braidlock journey. I know mine is a bit weird. Like I'm saying, it's 2 months Microlocs, but 5 months braidlocks, because I started, just so we are clear, I started this journey 5 months ago. When I got to somewhere around between month 2 and month 3, I felt like, I didn't like it. It was too big. It was just not, I wasn't feeling the hair. So I took it down again for the umpteenth time. So at the point where I started that hair again, that was in November, and this is January. So that makes it 2 months. So hopefully see you next month. And yeah, let me know in the comment sections if any of you have experienced what I've been experiencing with these locks, the highs, the lows. Let me know about those of you who have tiny Microlocs. I haven't counted mine. I hope to come and count mine one of these days, and I hope to share that with you guys. But for now, I'll see you next month. Bye. In terms of retwisting the hair, I've still been retwisting the hair. Is it retwisting? Is it retwisting?